Hi, my name's Paul Fafrak. I'm a full-time student up at Kent College, part-time security guard, as you can all see. Friend Jim here wanted to do a little bit of a documentary on me because he thought I had some extraordinary views. I don't see how my views are any different than anyone else's, but I'll be happy to share them with anybody if you want to know. No problem at all.
What about women
Been in
drivers?
this field about pardon me?
What about women drivers?
Oh, women drivers, everyone knows that. Anyone who has a driver's license that's valid and on the highways of today's society knows the hazards of female drivers behind the wheel. It's just like a woman with a credit card. Any kind of responsibility or anything like that always results in danger on the highway for anyone. Well, you see it every day up at Kent State. I personally do. My stomach still hurts. I have to go to the doctor every 2 weeks for some medication for my stomach. I'm riding the campus bus service. Well, the women bus drivers, they put their brakes on. They can't predict the flow of traffic. It's just, well, your danger hours are, anywhere from 12 noon till about 2 p.m. Somewhere, well, sometimes 1 p.m., depending on what's on the TV. Your safe hours to ride, I recommend all students ride the buses between 6 a.m. and no later than 11 a.m. because, of course, your female bus drivers aren't on the road then. It's simply too early for most of them to get up. Plus, by the time they do get up, it takes them a good 45 minutes to pick out what clothes they're going to wear, what makeup goes with what, how they're going to do their hair that day, what shoes they're going to wear. Plus, by the time they sit down and smoke a cigarette, drink a cup of coffee, call their friends, find out what their girlfriend's going to be wearing to class, etc., and so on, well, you're looking at 11 a.m. right then and there, and that's when most of them hit the roads. Oh, I love to eat. One of my favorite pastimes. Wednesday night, you can always find me up at the Kmart cafeteria. That's meatloaf night. Thursday night, I'm over at the Brown Derby. Free tacos, free burritos till 7 p.m. You've got to get there early to get a seat. In the afternoon, I usually eat a couple of Spam sandwiches, Captain Crunch. I really enjoy the regular Captain Crunch or the Crunch Berries. I don't like the peanut butter crunch because it makes my mouth itch. I'll eat just about any food. Oh, I like to eat. Except a fried egg. I don't like a fried egg. I never did like a fried egg. My dad used... Pardon?
What's the difference between Spam and treat?
Well, your Spam is about 10 cents more expensive. I usually buy the treat when I'm short on money. You can save 10 cents, and I found that the quality is about the same. I'm a Spam man all the way, but once in a while I'll use treat as a substitute, but it's got the same ingredients. It's just a little bit cheaper. It's just like this. It's like going up to Woolworth's and buying a hot pretzel there instead of Orange Julius when you're at the shopping center. I buy my hot pretzels at Woolworth's because they're a nickel cheaper than they are at Orange Julius. Well, when I'm out here on patrol, I like to imagine myself I put myself in the same realm of the old Gene Autry classics. View myself as the protector of females, the fighter of crime, just type of the Gene Autry loner figure. A lot of these guys around here are Daniel Boone fans. I'll tell you, if you ever watch an episode of Daniel Boone, he can't do a damn thing without his Indian buddy. I'll tell you another thing. If it were to come down to it, Gene Autry would whip Daniel Boone's ass any day of the week.
Daniel Boone's a real guy, though.
I don't give a damn. Daniel Boone was a pure chicken. You watch a lot of those. He doesn't do anything but chop down trees and settle disputes. Gene Autry was a fighter. He could take on 5 guys at a time. Instead,
How do you like being a security guard?
I enjoy it. I enjoy meeting the people, enjoy fighting crime. I've confiscated a lot of alcohol from a lot of juveniles. It's a good kind of, yeah, it's very demanding profession. I've felt the stress on it. I feel like I've aged 4 years since I've taken this job, but it's been very rewarding as well. No, there's really no advice I'd like to give anyone, but if there is something I've learned in the 7 years as a full-time student at Kent State, it's don't take a female professor for any technical classes.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't recommend it at all. They just don't have the knowledge. They teach the information directly from the book. You ask them an in-depth question, they have to refer to the book. You want to take them for classes like a macrame class or a music class, something to that effect. By any means, go ahead. But for your statistics, your calculus, I would avoid it. Almost all costs, avoid a female professor for a class like that. Yeah, it reminds me of a good joke we like to tell around the police station when we're off duty. Sometimes we share it with the waitress up at Dunkin' Donuts. How do you know when a female professor doesn't know what she's talking about? When she's moving her lips. Well, if there's one country and western artist that's had a big impact on my life and guides the way I like to perform my job, it'd have to be, without question, Buck Owens. Of course, it was a sad day when Buck Owens left the Hee Haw show, but fortunately he's back in the music business now and writing the songs as good as he did back in the 60s. Yes, sir, Buck Owens. I can really relate to his lyrics, that's for sure. He wrote those lyrics right from his heart.